Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. Hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful day. Going to get up into the 90s today once again. But we're thankful that we have the beauty in this world, and we're grateful that Jesus will soon be here. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. One I thought was quite ironic, and that was the Hitler story that I told you the other day. I thought it was interesting that Hitler managed to escape, that a body double was the one who died in the cave, and he got away and went to Honduras. Now, he had 4 daughters. All of them became involved in various aspects of the governments in the various countries that they wound up in. And I thought that was interesting. But one thing that I thought was very interesting is that the Democrats are always calling President Trump a Nazi, and yet it looks as though Obama happens to be the grandson of the grand poobah of the Nazis, namely Adolf Hitler. Now, if Adolf Hitler is Obama's grandfather, that means then that Obama is the grand poobah of the Nazis now. So it's not a surprise that some of these groups like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, which Antifa happens to be a Nazi organization, and so it's not surprising that they would come out at a time like this, because of the fact that their leader is none other than Barack Obama, the grandson of Adolf Hitler. Well, to me that was interesting. I told you a story a while back that I worked with a research team, but I didn't tell you the whole story. And the reason I didn't tell you the whole story is because of the fact that I have felt a little bit of pain over some of the events that happened. And so today I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. Now, I'm not going to pretend to be Paul Harvey. I'm just going to tell you the rest of the story. I'm going to tell you the painful part. There were 4 researchers on our team, and there were 4 investigators on our team. Now, the investigators, 3 of the 4, had personal experience in the military working special ops. And the other one happened to be a communicator and was able to work with that team, being able to do the communication aspect of everything. Now, the 4 of us who were researchers, one of the guys was around 50 years old. Another one was in his early 60s. And then the other 2 of us were younger than those guys. But I thought what was very interesting, and it really kind of hit me hard, about 2 weeks before the incidents began to happen, one of the fellas that was on the research team said to me and to the rest of the team, says, I need to pray for Kevin because I sense that he's going to have a heart attack soon. Well, I, of course, didn't have a heart attack. He actually had the heart attack. He was hit with a heart attack machine, and he wound up losing his life. And then not too long after that, the other fella that was also a little older also died. Both of them were unexpected. Both of them happened a short time apart from each other. And I think the reason is that whoever was doing it caught the one first and then caught the other. And they were two separate incidents. And quite shocking. Now the other two, myself and the other fella, decided that we'd make a run for it. And I told you that we met in the store about 3 months after we had both taken off. We were walking around a corner. He was coming toward me. We didn't know each other was there, and suddenly we were in each other's face. It was so nice to see him. He wanted to give me a hug, and he was happy that I had survived, and I did too. But I didn't immediately respond when he started to give me a hug. And I've always felt guilty about that as well. So the guy who thought I was going to have the heart attack had the heart attack and died. And the other guy who saw me unexpectedly was going to give me a hug, and I didn't hug him back. And I've always felt bad about those two incidents. The one guy I probably won't be able to talk to until sometime in heaven. The other fella, I don't know if he's still living or not. I'm thankful that I'm here. There are a lot of people who are being detained. The judges who are loyal to the DOJ and anti-Trumpers are going to have to be tribunaled. The tribunals are the only way. You can see from the way that the court system is going these days, it's going to be hard to try and convict anybody. Now, Epstein was convicted, but then somebody came in and released him, which basically wasn't right, especially after Donald Trump, who was not president in those days. This was years before he became president in 2017, had testified against Epstein. And what President Trump was doing was more or less espionage. He was befriending some people and finding out what they were doing and then reporting back to the government agents. And then they went ahead and tried him, and he was convicted in Florida. But somebody released him, which pretty much wasn't right, but that's what they did. The judges that are the anti-Trumpers are going to be tribunaled very soon, as are a lot of the people that are being detained. Over 500,000 people have already been tribunaled, and that's a lot of people. Out of that group, there have been a lot of executions. There also have been some people that are put into permanent prison, literally for life. I could give you some names of those people, but why? You'll get the names soon enough when the EBS comes out. They're saying that the EBS is going to go to Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, and then it's going to be coming at the end to the Americas, which will be North, Central, and South America. And all of that is going to occur very soon. This is Kevin with Good Day, Good Prayers. I hope that you have a good day. Now, a good day always starts with good prayers, and if they reach the throne of God, well, you're bound to have a good day then, aren't you? So with that being said, good day.